work piled up. Firm under great pressure as senior royals refuse to help Charles while Queen is ill. The royal family faces further problems following the Queen's hospital visit, as some senior members are no longer available to ease the burden on the monarch, it has been suggested. The royal family faces a minor crisis after several senior royals who could aid the Queen with her duties are unable to lend a hand. Talk Radio's royal correspondent Rupert Bell suggested conversations about making life easier for the Queen have hit a huge snag after Prince Harry and Prince Andrew, who would usually be perfect to help out, became unavailable. It comes as the Queen was forced to cancel a trip to Northern Ireland on health advice and had to spend the night in hospital. Speaking on Talk Radio, Mr. Bell discussed the Queen's health and future with Rob Rinder. Her Majesty, 95, was due to visit Northern Ireland to attend the centenary service but was advised not to travel. The landmark event was attended by the Prime Minister as it was revealed the Queen spent the night in hospital for preliminary tests. The monarch returned to Windsor on Thursday with Mr. Johnson informing the press he was told she was back at her desk working. Mr. Bell and Mr. Rinder discussed the story with Mr. Rinder, asking, "Of course, we have Charles and I wonder whether he is going to be taking on new duties. And really, as our Queen gets increasingly to that magical age of 100, do you think she is likely to be able to fulfill that full buffet of roles that she's been fulfilling until now?" Mr. Bell responded, "Probably not, but one of the problems the royal family have, they are a couple down if you see what I mean, people they would have expected to try and help out." Mr. Bell added Prince Charles was likely aware of the situation and what he now needs to do with the rest of the royal family involves thinking of ways to ease the constitutional burden. On Wednesday, it was announced that the head of state's trip to Northern Ireland was cancelled after doctors' orders to rest. But the palace has come under fire from some royal commentators after it emerged the Queen went to the hospital as she was understood to be resting at her Berkshire residence. Thomas Markle insists Prince Harry wrote his tell-all memoir to insult his grandmother the Queen and to cash in his family, before claiming he changed Meghan Markle. The Duchess of Sussex Meghan Markle's estranged dad Thomas Markle has slammed Prince Harry's upcoming memoir in a fresh interview with Good Morning Britain. In a clip from the interview posted to GMB's official Twitter account shows Thomas, viewers can see Mr. Markle argue that his son-in-law only wrote the book for financial gain. This comes after the Duke of Sussex's publisher previously implied profit wasn't the motivation driving the memoir when they said all proceeds will be donated to charity. Speaking on the popular ITV breakfast show, Thomas said, "Harry's coming out with a book, and that can't be anything but cruel and to insult his grandmother, the Queen. It's a ridiculous idea, and it's just something for money. That's all they're doing. Everything they're doing is for money," added the 77-year-old. Penguin Random House will reportedly publish the book in question later in 2022. Even though the publisher stated proceeds will go to charity, there has been no indication of exactly what percentage will be donated or which charity, or charities, will receive the cash. In a statement at the time, Harry made it clear he's writing the memoir not as the prince I was born but as the man I have become. "I've worn many hats over the years, both literally and figuratively, and my hope is that in telling my story, the highs and lows, the mistakes, the lessons learned, I can help show that no matter where we come from, we have more in common than we think," he went on to write. In a separate clip from the GMB interview, Pennsylvania-born Thomas took a fresh swipe at his estranged daughter. He claimed the mother of two has pretty much disowned both sides of her family and seemed to believe that her husband is the root of the problem. "She'd never been that way before, and once she hooked up with Harry, she changed," added the former lighting director and director of photography. Mr. Markle has had a rocky relationship with his daughter ever since it came to light a few days before her wedding to Prince Harry that he had staged pics for the paparazzi in return for cash.